Here's Ryan Oakland.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to James Valley Christian School in Huron, where tonight we bring you volleyball action from the SoDak 16 as the Berth in the State B volleyball tournament is at hand as the Sully Buttes Chargers take on the Chester Flyers. The Sully Buttes Chargers, the number 14 overall seed in the State B SoDak 16 field. They have a record of 20-8 coming into the match tonight. They take on a Chester area team, the Flyers, 24-5 on the year. They are the number 3 overall seed of this State B SoDak 16 field as they come out of Region 4B. Of course, Sully Buttes, a couple hard-fought wins, especially a tough victory for Harriet Selby as they moved into the round of 16 field, forever known as the SoDak 16. So an opportunity to earn a spot at the state volleyball tournament, and we're just a moment or so away from volleyball action here tonight. Quickly, starting lineups for Chester area. They will start with Jaden Wages, a 5'10 senior, along with Jada Kenyon, a 5'9 freshman. Jenna Hoyer will complete the front row. She is a 5'9 senior. McKenna Larson, a 5'5 junior. Haley Ewalt, a 5'8 senior. And Tiffany Moore will be complete the back row. She is a 5'5 junior for Chester. They will also employ a libero. That is Hannah Reef. She is a 5'7 freshman. For Sully Buttes, they will start with Angela Guthmiller at the net. She is a 5'9 junior, along with Lauren Whitler. Whitler is a 5'8 junior. Kendra Clevin will start up front as well. She is a 5'8 junior. The back row will consist of Brooklyn Bradford, a 5'6 senior. Taylon Bradford, a 5'2 freshman, and Kaylee Kaiser, a 5'7 freshman, will complete the alignment for Sully Buttes as we are set to go with volleyball. Chester area dressed in their home red uniforms will serve first, and Lee Hoyer will put it in play as Sully Buttes works the return across. The attack there, it comes from Lauren Whitler. Chester will dig it out. They'll fire it to the left corner, and Sully Buttes will dig it out and work it the other way. Whitler at the net. Lauren Whitler will send it across and down, and Sully Buttes will score first here in this match, and they have a 1-0 lead. As the Chargers will put it in play, Kendra Clevin with the serve. It grazes the net, but Chester area will dig it out. They'll work it the other way. There's a little bit of a duel at the net, but Jada Kenyon will win that duel, and the freshman will score the kill. That will be her first of the night. Side out back to a Chester area as they will go to their bench right away. Ella Pry will check in. Pry is a 5'11 sophomore. This is a very young squad for Chester. Just 4 seniors on the roster. Sully Buttes works the return. They cannot. They commit the hitting error, and Chester area works now with a 2-1 advantage. For Sully Buttes to be successful, they need to be able to play defense well at the net. They give up a lot of size to this Chester area squad as Sully Buttes plays it off the folded up basketball backboards here at JVC, and they work it across, but at the net. Chester area will work the return. It's Jaden Wages who scores the kill, and she will get her first, and Chester will work to a 3-1 lead. Haley Ewalt puts it in play. Here is Bradford with the set. The attack across from Whitler, a good one, but a dig is made, and Chester area at the net, and the block. And Sully Buttes with Brooklyn Bradford making the defensive play, and it is a 3-2 score. Side out back to the Chargers. It will be Lauren Whitler, the 5'8 senior, who will put it in play, and the serve across is an ace. First ace of the match as Sully Buttes hits it across. And that ties things at 3 as Whitler puts it in play once again, and again, trouble with the dig. They'll battle at the net, but I think, well, that's 4 hits on Chester. Thought Bradford was Brooklyn Bradford got up there and blocked it, but they apparently said she did not touch it. And Chester area winds up with a 4th hit, and that gives Sully Buttes the point. They work with a 4-3 lead now as Whitler sends it the other way. Chester area at the net. Free ball from Jaden Wages across, and now here is Sully Buttes firing it the other way and just hitting it wide. The attack there from Angela Guthmiller, but she missed the sideline by about 6 inches as it goes out of bounds. And the point will go to the Flyers. Chester now with their 4th point of the match. We're tied at 4 as Jaden Wages puts it in play. Bradford will dig. They'll set it. Here is the Chargers going the other way. The attack from Brooklyn Bradford is dug out. Chester will send it the other way, but they're going to be called for a hitting violation, a lift there, and that will be their second hitting error of the match, and that gives the point to Sully Buttes, and they have the lead once again at 5-4. This is Brooklyn Bradford putting it in play. As she overhands the other way, back row dig made by Hannah Rafe, and at the net, Chester area gets it across quickly. Here is Bradford with the set at the net, and firing it through the block is Angela Guthmiller, and that will be her first kill of the night. 6-4, Sully Buttes leads in set number 1. Winner of this game will join Burke in the Class B state tournament field. Here is Chester area at the net. The attack the other way from McKenna Larson. Dug out, Sully Buttes 2-8. Chester area digs it out. The Flyers at the net. They dump it the other way. Nice dig by Whitler. Guthmiller fires it across, but Chester will dig it out. Here's Sully Buttes once again. Blocked at the net. And the defensive play made. Jada Kenyon slaps it down, and she will score her first offensive. I guess that's a defensive stat. The block makes it 6-5 Sully Buttes. Side out back to Chester. Hannah Rafe puts it in play. Here is Whitler with the dig. They'll move it forward. Guthmiller fires it across, and Chester digs it, sends it back the other way. McKenna Larson with the attack. Sully Buttes with the return, hits it out of bounds. That will be a score to kill for Larson. McKenna with her first of the night, and it's a 6-6 score. Rafe again putting it in play. Back row dig made. Sully Buttes moving it forward. Bradford will clear it. Back row to Chester. It is now Wages moving it forward. The attack the other way from Larson is dug out, and now it is Sully Buttes in the net. Guthmiller has it blocked, and the defensive play there, that is Jenna Lee Hoyer that will score the block for Chester. Now the Flyers out in front by a 7-6 score. Second time Chester has been out front in the early going of this match as Sully Buttes works the return the other way. The attack from the back row, Whitler. Now it's Chester at the net, and the cross-court shot there for McKenna Larson. That is across and down. 8-6 now as Chester works to a 2-point advantage. Hannah Rafe will continue and serve. The 5'7" senior works the return the other way. It is Bradford now. Guthmiller the other way as Chester works it back across and hitting it over the top of that block attempt. McKenna will score the kill. At 5'5", the junior plays much bigger than that as she has already scored her third kill of the match. Side out will continue for Chester as Rafe will fire the serve the other way and hits it long and out of bounds. 9-7, the lead to Chester. The serve and the side out back to Sully Buttes. It will be Angela Guthmiller. The junior will move back row and put it in play as she will overhand it across. And here is Chester area on the drive. It is Jenna Lee Hoyer the other way, and she hits it wide and out of bounds. Third hitting error for Chester will give a point to Sully Buttes, and they trail by just one. It is a 9-8 score as the Chargers work the serve across. It is Larson with the dig. They work it at the net over the top of the block. The attack from Jenna Lee Hoyer. Now it's the Chargers trying to hit it over the top of the defense. Kendra Kleben makes the play, but Chester dig it. Speed side, Chargers will work at the net. And Kleben hit it hard but could not clear the net with it. It bounces back to Sully Buttes, who hit it. And that hitting error will give the point to Chester. They'll get the serve back once again, and it's a 10-8 score. So this is Kenna Brown serving for the Flyers as they have went to their bench a lot in this match early so far. Here is Chester at the net, firing it through, but a dig made back row, and the Chargers could not. Hustle play there for Brooklyn Bradford, but Brooklyn could not hit it and keep it in bounds, and so it will be a hitting error for Sully Buttes and a point for Chester. They now have an 11-8 lead. Chargers work it the other way. The attack from Lauren Whitler is short and into the net, and Chester with a 12-8 lead. Serving once again is Kenna Brown. Brown will work the serve across. Here is Clevin at the net, over the top of the block. Nice play there, but good job defensively recovering. And Chester with Jenna Lee Hoyer at the net. She'll get an opportunity for a kill, and she'll slap it across, and that will be a kill for Chester. They'll expand the lead to 13-8. A timeout taken by Sully Buttes. So we'll take a 30-second break as well. We'll return to Huron after this on KGFX.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher.
Dan Webmuller is a farmer and an American Family Insurance customer.
So it's good that American Family Insurance covers just what I need, because our dream is to become a century farm, a farm that's been in our family 100 years, and pass this life on to the next generation.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact the Boyd Consemius Agency, Inc. in Pierre and Phillip.
American Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6,000 American.
Dakota Radio Group World Headquarters in Pierre. I'm Darren Boyle. We thank you for joining us for this matchup from the SoDak 16, 13-8. Chester area with the lead and the serve as Kenna Brown works the serve the other way. Good job by Bradford on the set to send it back to the Chester side, but they will regroup and they'll send it the other way. McKenna Larson at the net. She will send across another kill, and that will be her fourth of the match. And the Flyers now with a 14-8 lead. Brown will serve it once again. The other way as Gus Miller will dig it out. Bradford with the set. Here is Kendra Clevin the other way, tipped by Chester. Chargers will work at it once again. They'll fire it the other way. Jill Hofer with the return. Here is Chester the other way, blocked by Clevin. Flyers with another chance. They'll fire it back across, and now Sully Buttes will dig it out. Here's a cross-court attack made by Carissa Osterkamp, but Chester right on top of it as they work it back the other way, and they will hit it wide this time and out of bounds. They will commit their fourth hitting error and give up a point to Sully Buttes. 14-9, Chester area has the lead as Sully Buttes will work in serve. Callie Murphy was on the bench for a moment, back in. She will serve as her position rotates to the back row. Here is the dig made by Hannah Rafe at the net. Chester, they'll fire it across. Diving dig made by Guthmiller, but Angela's dig winds up into the net and drops down, and that will work for a kill, and that will be Jenna Lee Hoyer's second of the night, and a 15-9 lead for the Flyers. 15-9 is our score. The serve from McKenna Larson. At the net, Sully Buttes, two-hand shove the other way. It comes from Lauren Whitler, and now Chester will set it up once again, and a nice pass at the net for Jenny Lee Hoyer, and she will drop it home with authority. 16-9 Chester. That is already the 10th kill of this match for Chester. McKenna Larson again will serve. Tredford has it blocked but will recover and sends it back the other way. Hoyer at the net. Sets it up. Drop shot from Haley Ewald is dug out. Sully Buttes will return it. And now Chester firing it the other way and getting it into the center of the court. Jaden Wages, and the 5'10 senior scores her second kill. And Chester working now with a 17-9 advantage. As Chester will get the serve back once again. McKenna Larson works it back across. And now Sully Buttes at the net. This is Whitler the other way. Blocked. Back to the Sully Buttes side. Bradford will attack. Chester will dig it out. They'll work it the other way. Two-hand shove from Jaden Wages. Back across it comes. Whitler at the net. She'll shoot it to the back row. Diving dig made. Again the set. The attack the other way by Wages. Chargers will dig it out. Free ball from Whitler is the other way. And Chester will return it. Send it back across. Here is Sully Buttes grazing the net with the shot, Kendra Clevin, but Chester will regroup. They'll dig it out and send it the other way. Clevin again over the top of the defense. Chester will dig it back out. Haley Ewald with a free ball the other way. Here is Lauren Whitler at the net. It is blocked and down. Haley Ewald will score the block, and after our longest rally of the night, Chester will score the point, and they have an 18-9 advantage. And when you get to this level, a lot of times that other team can... There's a lot of shots that Sully Buttes has sent across this season that would have been points, but instead they were dug out and sent right back to them. And here Lauren Whitler trying to work the return across, and she puts it into the net for the hitting error for Sully Buttes. That is their 12th of the night. And Chester area with a 19-9 advantage. McKenna Larson will work and serve once. The dig is made by Callie Murphy at the net. Whitler cross-court shot there is down for a kill, and That time Lauren was able to wind up and put a little something extra on that, and she dropped it off the shoulder of the libero Hannah Rafe, and it hits the turf, or hits the floor, if you will. 19-10 now is our score. As Sully Buttes will serve. It's been a while since they have had the side out. Taylon Bradford will put it in play. Quick return by Chester as the Chargers will set it up. Whitler the other way, and she hits it in. Just hit it a little bit short. 20-10, Chester with the lead. Back in serve go the Flyers. Jenny Lee Hoyer serving. The 5'9" senior. Overhands across as Guthmiller will dig it out. They'll move it forward. Here is Bradford at the net. Got it through the block attempt and down, and Brooklyn Bradford scores her first kill of the night. And for Sully Buttes, that is their fourth kill of the evening as they trail by 9. 20-11 is our score here in game number 1. The serve for Kendra Clevin gets to the back row. Chester will set it up. The left-handed attack across through the block attempt and down, and that's Jada Kenyon scoring the kill, and it's 21-11. As now we have a little bit of a delay. I think it's so Chester can go to their bench. They will put Kenna Brown will check out. Checking back in will be Ella Pry, and again, Jean Benson, head coach of Chester, going to her bench a lot in this opening set. She has a pretty nice rotation to work with. Here is Chester working it the other way, and a hitting violation on Sully Buttes as Lauren Whitler working hard but hit it off the antenna and out of bounds, and that gives another point to the Flyers. They now have a 22-11 lead as Jada Kenyon once again will serve. Dig made by Callie Murphy. Chargers will return it. Free ball from Bradford is the other way, and now Chester at the net. Blocked by Bradford and down, and a good defensive play there made by Brooklyn Bradford. It is her second block of the night. Side down back to Sully Buttes, but the Chargers trail by double digits. It is a 22-11 score. Lauren Whitler, 5'8" senior serving. Fires it the other way. Hannah Rafe will dig at the net. This is Chester, but they miss-hit it and put it into the net. Their fifth hitting error tonight. And the point goes to Sully Buttes. It's now a 22-13 score. Whitler again putting it in play, grazing the net, but, well, she's going to get an ace across as Chester got a dig on it. But Jada Kenyon's dig goes awry, and that will be the first ace of the second ace of the night. Scored by Sully Buttes, 22-14. After working the return the other way. Whitler will dig it out. Bradford will work it forward, and at the net, Clevin has it tipped. Chargers will work with it once again. Whitler will clear it from the back row, and here is Chester the other way. Whitler will dig. Bradford fires it. Back to the second level it goes, and Chester will clear it out, and now it's Guthmiller the other way. Chester will dig it out, and Chargers with a hustle play from Bradford get it across in the other way. Here is Chester across. This time they put it down for a kill, and it's Jaden Wages, and another long rally. And a couple real nice hustle plays made by Sully Buttes, but Chester just being so active offensively and being able to be aggressive at the net has been key for them in this opening set, as they have a 23-14 lead now. And here's Bradford down the sideline, and that's a good kill. Brooklyn Bradford with her second kill of the night. Chargers continue to work hard, but now trail by 8. It's a 23-15 score, as Bradford will move to the back row, the left-hander. The serve the other way. Rafe will to net. The attack across is down, and that is McKenna Larson, who hits her fifth kill of the night, and we are at game point. 24-15 is our score. Rafe will put it in play. Whitler will dig it out. Bradford works it forward. This is Angela Guthmiller across, but Chester will dig it out. Set it at the net. Two-hand shove the other way for McKenna Larson. Chargers set the play at the net. It is Guthmiller, tipped by Chester. Guthmiller will keep it alive. Here is Clevin the other way. Chester will dig it out. Again, they'll set a play at the net. Blocked by Sully Buttes at the net, and it's McKenna Larson who sends it across for the kill, and the point is scored, and Chester score the point, and they'll win by a 25-15 score. our scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. And we will take a 2-minute break. We'll return to Huron for coverage of the second game of this SoDak 16 match. We're back after a 2-minute break on KGFX.
The Corner in Oneida is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes athletics and youth activities. Stop by the Corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuffed pizza, roaster chicken, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the Corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the Corner in Oneida.
With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise Bank, it's easier than ever to manage your money right where you are. Using just your message feature on your mobile phone, you can quickly check your account balances and review your transaction history. See how easy it is to keep up with your finances on the go. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's competition. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
The key to a successful hunt begins at Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They carry a large variety of reloading equipment, cleaning supplies, and firearms accessories. They also sell and deliver Liberty gun safes. See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west of Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
SHINE, the state senior health insurance program, and the Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection are fighting fraud and abuse in the healthcare system. If you have Medicare, you can help by guarding your Medicare number. Don't share it with anybody who contacts you by telephone, email, or in person. Medicare will never contact you for your Medicare number or other personal information. To report potential fraud, waste, or abuse, call Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986. That's 1-800-300-1986.
Back here in Huron as the Chester area Flyers defeat Sully Buttes in set number 1, 25-15. The big stat, they had a 14-5 kill advantage over the Chargers, and we didn't get an opportunity to talk on the record to head coach of the Sully Buttes Chargers, but as we talked about things, one of the things that we talked about with Tracy Scott was making sure that they were able to be aggressive at the net, and so far they have been at the net working hard, but Chester area just has too many options at the net when they can attack, and they score first as they have a 1-0 lead here as the Chargers again trying to work a return, and they cannot. It is a kill from Jaden Wages as she gets her third kill down of this match, and quickly Chester area off to a 2-0 lead. As Haley Ewalt will continue in serve. She'll fire it the other way. Whitler will dig. Bradford, a free ball as she clears it the other way. And now Chester at the net. Cross-court shot from Ella Pry is down for a kill. And that is the fifth different player that has a kill for Chester tonight. And that's what I'm talking about, is they just have a lot of options, have a lot of size that they can put at the net. They can have at least a couple players 5'8" or bigger, or taller, I guess you would say, at the net, as Lauren Whitler will score a kill here for Sully Buttes. The Chargers with their third kill of the night. And now Sully Buttes will put it in play. Kendra Clevin with the serve. Here is Ella Pry with the attack the other way. Bradford with a nice dig. It winds up on the Chester side, and they are set up there, and a cross-court shot made. Jaden Wages with another kill, and that is her third. And now Chester will continue and serve. It is Wages to the back row as she puts it in play. Chester is able to just interchange a couple taller players back up front. They have that size as they fire it the other way. It's Jada Kenyon with the kill, and from the back row, Sully Buttes will work the attack, and here's Callie Murphy getting it inside in between two defenders, and she gets it home for a kill. That is her first of the night, and those are the types of things that Sully Buttes needs to do, is They have a serve here, and Lauren Whitler will put it in the net. And that will be the first service error for Sully Butte. Chester will get the serve right back. Hannah Rafe will put it in play. Overhand the other way as Sully Butte will dig it out. Bradford to Bradford. It is Brooklyn that clears it out and sends it back to the Chester side. They'll attack to the back row. Dug out there. Bradford trying to keep it alive. They'll play it off the ceiling. And the Chargers working hard, but they were out in the lobby when they sent that one the other way. And Taylon Bradford just got it into the net, and that was as far as she could hit it. So it's 6-2 Chester as Rafe will put it in play once again. Here is Sully Butte in the net and a whistle. Net violation on Sully Butte. Their 11th hitting error tonight. And Chester with another point as they work with a 5-point advantage. And we are in the early moments of set number 2. Here is the serve the other way by Rafe. Chargers trying to get after it, but that's going to be an ace for Rafe. And Hannah will fire her first of the night across. That's the first ace for Chester. They had 14 kills and 3 blocks in set number 1. That is their first ace of the night as Rafe puts it in play. Back row dig made by Kylie McGee. And the Chargers will work it back across. Here is Chester the other way, and McKenna Larson will fire it across and pick up her 7th kill of the night. 9-2. Chester leads. Hannah Rafe the other way. Dig by Bradford, forward to Bradford. Now it's Whitler with a 2-hand shove the other way. Rafe will dig it out. Chester at the net. Sully Butte will battle. And the block made. Good play by Angela Guthmiller. Will score a kill for the 5'9 junior. It will be her second of the night. And a 9-3 score as the side out goes back to Sully Butte. Brooklyn Bradford in play. Chester with the back set at the net. Jenna Lee Hoyer firing it the other way. And if you can pass well at the net, and the front row knows that the pass is going to be there, they can take that extra second to look and find open spots on the court. And that's what Hoyer did right there. And she's able to hit a cross-court winner. And the Chester Flyers now with a 10-3 lead. And Sully Butte commits a hitting error as they try to chase a play down. And it's 11-3 now. As Chester will continue and serve. Kenna Brown, 5'6" sophomore, putting it in play. Here's the Whitler dig. Sully Butte will move it forward. Free ball from Brooklyn Bradford is across. Here is Chester at the net. The pass, the attack. McKenna Larson the other way. Here is the Jill Hofer for Sully Butte firing it the other way. And we have a whistle. And net violation is going to be called on the Flyers. So a hitting error for them will give a point to Sully Butte. They'll have the serve, and they trail by 7. 11-4 is our score. Angela Guthmiller puts it in play, and she's going to send across an ace. Third ace of the night for Sully Butte. Guthmiller will put it in play once again. Chester will dig it out. At the net, they'll attack. And it's across and down. Jenna Lee Hoyer scoring the kill. That will be her 5th of the night. McCook Central leading Dakota Valley. They defeat Dakota Valley in set number 1, 25-13. Elk Point Jefferson over Del Rapids, 25-11. That's their first set. Warner, as expected, defeats Freeman by a 25-6 score. That is in the first set as well. Sully Butte with the serve as they've cut the deficit down to 7 now. As the Chargers work the return across. Chester setting it at the net. They will fire it the other way, but there is Whitler making a nice dig, and will set it up once again, and again they'll set it for Hoyer. Will send it across and down for a kill, and Tracy Scott will ask for a timeout for Sully Butte. We are midway through set number 2. It is Chester area with a 13-5 advantage. And folks, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to avoid a kiss with death. Always plan a designated driver. And we'll take a 30-second break and return. You're listening to coverage of postseason volleyball on KGFX.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests, too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
With Jeff Duncan at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle from James Valley Christian School in Huron. The second game here in Huron of the SoDak 16. We had the Class A matchup between Miller and Chamberlain. A 5:30 opening serve, and it was Miller who won in 3. Miller will be the number 1 overall seed of the State A volleyball tournament. Here's Sully Buttes working a nice return across. The attack made by Kendra Clevin, but Chester will regroup, and again it's Sully Buttes. The attack from Jill Hofer. Flyers will dig it out. They'll send it to the net once again, and this side, Hayden Wages will put it across and down, and again, just too many weapons as Sully Buttes making some nice hustle plays, and they're getting the ball across, but throughout the season, I'll bet you a lot of these attacks of Sully Buttes would not have been dug out, but Chester digs them out, and they fire them back the other way, and Sully Buttes is just maybe, well, they continue to work hard, but just wondering what they can do next. As a free ball from Sully Buttes is the other way. Here is Chester at the net. They will fire it from the center of the court this time, and it's Jenna Lee Hoyer scoring the kill. That is her 7th of the night. And Chester, after Sully Buttes cut it down to a 7-point deficit, have opened up a double-digit lead once again. 15-5 is our score. McKenna Larson the other way. Chargers will dig it out. They'll set it at the net for Clevin, who tries to fire it to the back row and hits it over the top and out of bounds. Hitting error. Sully Buttes, their 13th of the night. And the run for Chester will continue. They now lead by a 16-5 score. Larson with the serve. Chargers will set it up, but the pass awry. Lauren Whitler has to fire it from the back row. Or pardon me, Ann Guthmiller got it through the defense somehow and scored the kill. She just put a lot of velocity on that shot, and Chester couldn't handle it. 16-6. The Flyers lead. The Chargers serve. Callie Murphy puts it in play. Here are the Flyers at the net. They'll attack it across. Chargers will dig it out. Here is the return by Whitler. Grazes the net, but Chester will dig it out and send it back the other way. They work the return. Whitler once again. It's tipped at the net. Chester will dig it out again. Whitler makes the defensive play. The ace block will give a point to the Chargers. It is 16-7, and Chargers continue to work hard, but they trail by a 9 spot here in set number 2 as Murphy puts it in play. Kenna Brown with the dig. Chester will move it forward. The attack the other way is down, and Jaden Wages with kill number 7. She has 7 kills. McKenna Larson has 7. Jenna Lee Hoyer has 7 kills. And the Flyers have 27 so far here in the match. As served by Jenna Lee Hoyer is into the net. Service error for the Flyers. That is their 2nd. And the side out back to Sully Buttes. 17-8, Chester has the lead. The Chargers with Taylon Bradford, the 5'2 freshman, putting it in play. She'll send the serve the other way. Here's the attack by Chester at the net. Jaden Wages will drop it across and down. So it's now 18-8 as Chester area puts it in play. Chargers will work the return the other way. Here is Chester at the net. They work it back across. Sully Buttes setting it for Whitler. Lauren with a power shot, but it's tipped. Back to the Sully Buttes side it goes. Brooklyn Bradford chases it to the back row, and now Chester with the attack and a whistle and a net violation called on the Flyers. They're 8 to make it their 7th hitting error tonight. Side out back to Sully Buttes, who trail by a 9 spot, and Kendra Clevin puts it in play. To the back row it comes. Chester will dig it out. Ella Pry at the net. She'll fire it. Back across. Brooklyn Bradford will dig. Here with Whitler at the net. She fires it. Lauren Whitler starting to heat up here a little bit. She has 4 kills now. It's 18-10. The deficit at 8 once again. As the serve from Kendra Clevin is the other way. Chester will dig it out. Ella Pry across, and it's long and out of bounds. Hitting error, Chester. Point for Sully Buttes, and they'll take it. 18-11 now. Chargers are within 7. Chargers put it in play. Here is Sully Buttes across, and this time a little misdirection as Haley Ewalt slaps it the other way, and she was working on the set, the second hit, and she hits it across, and Sully Buttes wasn't ready for it, so Chester will score the point. And the Flyers will put it in play in serve. Jaden Wages puts it in play. Here's Lauren Whitler with a two-hand shove along the sideline trying to catch the corner, but hits it long and out of bounds. And it is now a 20-11 lead for Chester. Sully Buttes got down early here in the second set. They lost the first set 25-15. As now Sully Buttes works the return. Angela Guthmiller cross court. That is down for a kill, and Angela with her 4th kill of the night. But Sully Buttes has played from behind, and they have trailed by double digits on a couple different occasions here in the second set. They've been able to get it as close as 7. They'll work and serve here. They fire it the other way, and the attack by Chester from McKenna Larson is through and down. As there with Brooklyn Bradford for the block attempt, but it gets through, and the Flyers score their 21st point of this second set. Here is Hannah Reif putting it in play, and from the back row, Whitler the other way. Reif will dig it out. Chester with the attack the other way from McKenna Larson. Brooklyn Bradford will dig it out. Here is an attack from Jill Hofer, but she hits it short, and it's now 22-12 as Chester area trying to put a stranglehold on set number 2. Hannah Rafe puts it in play. And here is the attack across as it comes from Angela Guthmiller, and we're going to have a whistle, and we're going to have a net violation on Chester. So the Flyers with another hitting error and another point for Sully Buttes. As Brooklyn Bradford serves, overhand the other way. Dig made by Rafe. Here are the Flyers as they work the two-hand shove the other way. But Sully Buttes will dig it out. Power shot from Guthmiller. Rafe will dig it out. Here is Chester with the attack from McKenna Larson. Chargers will dig it out. Here is Hofer. She gets it across, and Chester hits it wide, not a bounds. We're going to score that a kill for Hofer. She earned that with some nice hustle. The side out continues for the Chargers. 22-14, Sully Buttes trails. Bradford sends it the other way. Here is Chester area with the dig in the net. Jenny Lee Hoyer the other way. Dig is made. Bradford serves, gets up there to dig it out. Again, they'll send it the other way. Chester making a nice dig as they work it back across, but Sully Buttes starting to make those plays now as they get into rhythm. Here is Guthmiller with the attack. Chester will dig it out. They'll fire it to the back row, and the back row winner comes from McKenna Larson. Her 9th kill so far, and it's 23-14. Side out back to the Flyers, who need just 2 more points to come away with a second set win. And it's Kenna Brown serving as Sully Buttes works it the other way. Guthmiller hits the ball across. Chester area from the back row will clear it. Here is Guthmiller once again. Rafe will dig it out. They'll work it back to the net. Chester will attack. Sully Buttes will dig it out. Here is Bradford attacking, and Brooklyn that time couldn't keep from getting into the net. She'll be called for the net violation, and it is game point for Chester as they lead by a 24-14 score. Brown puts it in play once again. Sully Buttes will dig it out at the net. Two-hand shove. That is behind the line by Carissa Osterkamp, and that hitting error will give the point and set number 2 to Chester area as they win by a score of 25-14. So we'll take a timeout. Halftime brought to you by the folks at Midwest Cooperatives. But we'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back with coverage of set number 3 next on KGFX.
Did you know that CHS Midwest Cooperative Autumn Rewards provides qualified customers 0% interest and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
Need help in your grain risk management? How about getting better prices than the local grain prices? Look no farther than Fearless Grain Marketing. Contact Jeremy Frost today at 605-295-3100. Fearless Grain Marketing. Helping producers make sales that make sense while buying fear and selling greed. Fearless Grain Marketing. Helping farmers connect directly with end users to make better, higher price sales with offices at 2000 South 4th Street in Oneida and Brown Commodities in Gettysburg.
Virtually anything in your house or building that can run on electricity can run on propane. However, a propane-fueled home is less costly to operate than an electric home. Studies have shown that propane is cheaper, warmer, cleaner, safer, and more dependable than electric. Contact Stewart & Daughters in Oneida at 258-2647 today to learn more about the benefits of propane. Stewart & Daughters, a proud sponsor of high school sports and the Sully Buttes Chargers.
Congratulations to the Sully Buttes Chargers, and good luck in tonight's game from the Medicine Creek Convenience and Bar Grill out back in Blunt. For fast on-the-go meals, the Medicine Creek has fresh breakfast croissants, burritos, and pizza, homemade deli-style sandwiches, burgers, homemade soups, fresh fruit, and even soft-serve ice cream. If you have time to relax a little, try the Bar Grill Outback. It's a 3 full meal a day restaurant. That's the Medicine Creek Convenience and Bar Grill Outback in Blunt.
Well, Chester with the gets set number 3 underway as Sully Buttes with the return, and Chester at the net, and it's Lauren Whitler who will be scored the block, and Sully Buttes will score first and have the lead for the first time since early in the opening game. They have a 1-0 advantage. Chargers will put it in play. Here is Chester area at the net, and the cross-court winner from Jada Kenyon is across and down. That is the 29th kill for Chester in this match tonight. Sully Buttes has 12 so far, as we are tied at 1. Elk Point Jefferson defeated Del Rapids 25-11 in the first set. McCook Central over Dakota Valley 25-13 in their SoDak 16 match. Here's the serve by Chester. Angela Guthmiller with the return. Chester gets it back in a hurry, and now it's Lauren Whitler at the net through the block attempt. Dig made by the Flyers. They'll again set it up, firing it the other way. Jaden Wages, but the Chargers are there, and here is Guthmiller firing it to the back row. Dig is made. Back to the net it comes. Ella Fry attacks. Chargers dig it back out. They'll fire it to the back row, but Chester there defensively as they dig it out, send it back the other way. Here's Sully Buttes, Lauren Whitler over the top of the defense. Chester wins the battle, and they send it back the other way. Here is Brooklyn Bradford across. That is through the defense and down for a kill, and Brooklyn scores her 3rd kill of the night. Other scores for you. Northwestern makes it to the Class B state volleyball tournament with a 3-game sweep over Harding County. Ethan defeats Arlington 25-21 in their SoDak 16 match, so they're up 1-0. Chester the other way. Sully Buttes with a quick return, and now Chester committing the hitting error. Jaden Wages hits it short and into the net. And Sully Buttes with their biggest lead of the night now at 3-1 in a must-win game number 3. And now Sully Buttes puts it in play. Chester will dig it out. Here is Bradford to the back row. That is Taylon Bradford. And now Chester with the return across. Jada Kenyon with the return. It's now Angela Guthmiller the other way. And she found an open spot on the back row, but hit it just a little too long and out of bounds. And that hitting error will give the serve back to Chester. They trail by 1. Sully Buttes 3, Chester area 2. As we work here in set number 3 of this SoDak 16 match. Winner of this match, of course, will move on to the state volleyball tournament. Here is Brooklyn Bradford attacking. Dug out the other way by Chester. They'll work it across. Here's Taylon Bradford with the dig. Brooklyn at the net. It is blocked. And the defensive play made by Jada Kenyon. Kenyon with her 2nd block of the night. That ties things at 3. as Chester will continue and serve. Wages overhands the other way. Sully Buttes will dig it out. This is Guthmiller to the back row. That hits the back line and is good. Angela Guthmiller with 5 kills on the night. Sully Buttes back out in front by a 4-3 score. Brooklyn Bradford serving for Sully Buttes. McKenna Larson will dig back row. They work it forward. Chargers will now set up an attack, and down along the sideline, Angela Guthmiller with another winner as she fires it through the defense. 5-3, Sully Buttes leads. Brooklyn Bradford with the serve. Now it's Larson at the, it was McKenna Larson at the net. She'll attack and send it the other way. Free ball from Sully Buttes, but Chester is right there. They slap it back, but Sully Buttes will recover. They send it back to the Chester area side. Attacked by Larson. Chargers will dig that out, work it towards the net, and there's Jada Kenyon who will score the block. 5-4 Sully Buttes. Serve goes back to Chester. Hannah Rafe will put it in play. The senior will work the overhand the other way, and it grazes the net and drops down, and it's an ace. Second ace for Rafe, and second ace of the night for Chester area as we are tied at 5. Rafe once again with the serve. Back row dig by Whitler, and that dig winds up at the net, and it gives Jenna Lee Hoyer an opportunity to slap it down, and she'll do just that. And the Flyers out in front by a 6-5 score. Rafe once again puts it in play. Whitler will dig. Bradford now to Guthmiller. Blocked at the net. And another defensive play made by the Flyers. This is Elizabeth Selman, that was Jenna Lee Hoyer with the block. That is her second, and a timeout taken by Sully Buttes. Working here in set number 3. It is a 7-5 lead for Chester area, and we will take a 60-second break and return on KGFX.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life, and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
There's Thursday Night Lights, all of the weekend highlights too, but nothing beats Monday nights. With Monday Night Football on Venture High Def TV, you'll catch all the action this Monday, November 12th. Tune into ESPN Channel 21 as the New York Giants head to San Francisco and take on the 49ers at 7 o'clock. Venture Communications, your home for ESPN and Monday Night Football. Call Venture Communications today for High Def TV service and more. 852-2224.
Well, as a one-and-done side out for Chester as Angela Guthmiller scores another kill. She has 7 now on the night. 7-6, Chester area has the lead. Chargers put it in play. Quick return by the Flyers. Here is Sully Buttes with the attack. Jill Hofer the other way. But Chester is there. They dig it out. They'll work it back the other way. Now Sully Buttes at the net. The attack from Kendra Clevin is dug out. Here's Chester area with the return. McKenna Larson sends it cross-court, and now Sully Buttes works the return back across. Good play by Bradford to get it sent back to the Flyers side, and at the net, and a left-handed shot across from McKenna Larson will work for a kill, and Larson now with 10 in the match. And after all that energy burned by the Chargers, Chester winds up with the point, and they lead by an 8-6 score. Chester will put the serve in play. Here is Sully Buttes with the return. The attack from Kendra Clevin is dug out. Here is Larson the other way. Sully Buttes will keep it alive. They'll free ball it the other way as Jill Hofer makes a nice play. And now Sully Buttes will see Chester area hit it wide. The attack is out of bounds. Hitting error Chester. Point for Sully Buttes. The Charger trail by 1 now. And it's an 8-7 score. Again, Sully Buttes down 2-1. They need to win this set to continue this match. As Chester area works the return of serve back across. Now it's Bradford at the net, set for Lauren Whitler, and that is through the block attempt and down, and Lauren Whitler scores her 5th kill of the night, and that ties things at 8. Chargers have been out in front a couple times here in this 3rd set. They were out in front early in game number 1, but game number 2 belonged to the Flyers, as now an ace is sent across, and Jill Hofer will score the ace, and the Chargers back out in front by a 9-8 score. Pardon me, that's Callie Murphy that scored the ace, number 9, not number 6. Murphy with a serve that grazes the net, but Chester will dig it out. They'll fire it the other way. Here are the Chargers hustling. A free ball from Bradford is back across. Here's Hannah Rafe with the dig. Two-hand shove the other way by McKenna Larson is dug out by Sully Buttes, and it is Whitler through the block attempt and down. They had a double block set that time, but Whitler had something on that one as she fired it through, and her 7th kill will give the Chargers their 10th point of game number 3. Murphy puts it in play. Dig made by Chester. They work the return across. Bradford will dig. They'll move it forward. Here the two-hand shove over the top of the defense, but Chester is there to dig it out. Good idea by Clevin, but they don't score the point. And now the Chargers trying to move it forward, and they will miss-hit it. A bad pass that hits the stanchion, and that hitting error, that is the 19th of the night for Sully Buttes. It gives the point to Chester. The Flyers trail by 1. Here is McKenna Larson with the serve. Chargers will dig it out. Set for Whitler, who fires it through the defense. The block made there. Haley Ewalt will score it, and we're tied at 10. So everything that Sully Buttes can do, and Chester area is able to regroup and make a couple nice plays, and they're right back in it. And Chargers just not able to get a lot of momentum heading their way. Here's Sully Buttes once again down the line. The attack from Lauren Whitler is good for a kill, and Lauren scores her 7th, and Chargers again will be out in front as they work with the lead 11-10. They have the serve to work with as well. It will be the freshman Taylon Bradford ready to send it the other way, and she will do so, and a lift is called, and that's an ace. Bradford with her first, the Chargers with their 6th ace of the night, and a timeout taken by Chester. 12-10, Sully Buttes in set number 3. We'll take a 60-second break on KGFX.
Good luck, Chargers, from Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida, your local independently owned and operated grain elevator. At home or in the field, find all the market information you need online at oahegraincorp.com. You can even get bid information by text. Oahe Grain, bringing the world's markets to local farmers with updates every day. For all your grain marketing needs, call Tim or Allen at Oahe Grain in Oneida today, 1-800-658-3654.
At Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, they know farmers don't all have the same game plan. That's why they give farmers options, from what brand of seed they want to use to what features they want on their grain trailer. Barber Chemicals also provides custom spraying for ag chemicals and fertilizers, finding the best solution for your fields. Team up with the best. Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the big water tower south of Oneida.
Well, we'd like to say a fine howdy-do to those of you joining us on our YouTube channel. You can send me an email with your comments or questions. My email address is DarrenBoyle@DakotaRadioGroup.com. Sully Buttes with a 12-10 lead here in set number 3 as they serve. Here is Chester area with a nice attack, a real nice return from Sully Buttes. Lauren Whitler with it, and Chester area scrambling as they're playing ping pong, not volleyball, but in the end, a lift is going to be called on Chester area, and Sully Buttes will score the point. They lead now by 3, a 13-10 score, but the serve by Taylon Bradford is long, and that service error, just the 3rd of the night, or pardon me, the 2nd of the night for Sully Buttes, will give the point to Chester as they trail by 2. Flyers will put it in play. Here's Brooklyn Bradford at the net, and she'll hit a spinning winner over the top of the defense. She mishit it so bad that it messed up the timing of the Chester defense, and she's able to work it across for her 4th kill of the night. Here is Sully Buttes serving, and a nice serve there from Kendra Clevin as she scores an ace. 15-11. Chargers lead by 4 as they try to work this to a fourth set. Here's the Flyers at the net, shoved the other way. The overhand from Jada Kenyon is long and out of bounds. 16-11, and another timeout taken by Chester. 16-11 in set number 3. The Chargers are out in front. And again, we pause for 60 seconds. This is coverage of the SoDak 16 from KGFX.
The Corner in Oneida is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes athletics and youth activities. Stop by the Corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuffed pizza, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the Corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the Corner in Oneida.
With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise Bank, it's easier than ever to manage your money right where you are. Using just your message feature on your mobile phone, check your account balances and review your transaction history. See how easy it is to keep up with your finances on the go. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's competition. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Well, they're Kreblin in serve for Sully Buttes, and this time Chester area, they had a play set up. They passed it well to the net. McKenna Larson with an opportunity for a kill. She was able to get the job done, her 10th of the night. And Chester area will earn the serve back as the Flyers trail by 4. Here's Sully Buttes with a free ball across. Rafe with the dig. The Flyers at the net. The attack from Jaden Wages is across and down. That is her 12th or 10th kill of the night. And all of a sudden, Chester area has scored 2 in a row, and they have cut the deficit to 3. In serve is Haley Ewalt, and that is going to be an ace. Ewalt with her 3rd ace of the night. 16-14 is our score. Chester is out of timeouts in this set. Sully Buttes has already used one of their timeouts, so they have one remaining. I think this is an important point for Sully Buttes. As Brooklyn Bradford sends it the other way. Here is Chester the other way, and it's blocked. A good defensive play made by Sully Buttes. It will be scored a double hit, a 4th hit for Chester area, but Sully Buttes was there at the net to make the defensive play, and Sully Buttes pushes it to a 3-point advantage once again as Lauren Whitler will serve. Overhand the other way as Chester will dig it out. At the net it comes, Ella Pry the other way, and that is down the sideline and a winner. Ella Pry with her 2nd kill of the night. 17-15, Sully Buttes leads as the serve back to Chester. This will be Jaden Wages who puts it in play. And the overhand running start as she bumps it across. Back row dig made. The Chargers at the net. Jill Hofer the other way and a whistle. And a double hit's going to be called on Sully Buttes. So a hitting error for the Chargers is their 20th of the night. And the Sully Buttes lead, which was 5 not long ago, is down to 1 as Chester puts it in play once again. Wages with the serve. Kylie McGee with the dig. Here is Whitler from the back row. She fires it the other way. Here is Chester at the net over the top of the defense, and that is a kill for McKenna Larson. Her 11th of the night. That ties things at 17. Wages will serve once again. Dumping it the other way. Kylie McGee with the dig. Bradford with the set for Bradford. Palin to Brooklyn. Brooklyn will clear it, and now it is Larson the other way. Dug out back row by Sully Buttes. Brooklyn Bradford will send it the other way, but the Flyers will dig it back out. Here's a nice dig by Whitler, moving it forward to Guthmiller. She'll slap it to the back row. Rafe will dig it back out, and here the attack made by Chester. The Flyers will score the kill, and that is McKenna Larson. Her 13th of the night. 18-17. The lead for Chester area. They try to close this out in 3. They have already won the first 2 sets. Here is Sully Buttes trying to work the return. The attack from Chester is dug out. Back to the Flyers side. They'll fire it the other way, and it's Larson. Now Guthmiller for Sully Buttes. She works the return across. Wages. Now Larson at the net. Larson will push it through, and it is 19-17 as the Chargers trail now by 2, and Sully Buttes will take another timeout. Their final timeout of the set, as they have led a 5-point advantage get away, and it's now 19-17 Chester. We'll take a 60-second break and return on KGFX.
Need help in your grain risk management? How about getting better prices than the local grain prices? Look no farther than Fearless Grain Marketing. Contact Jeremy Frost today at 605-295-3100. Fearless Grain Marketing. Helping producers make sales that make sense while buying fear and selling greed. Fearless Grain Marketing. Helping farmers connect directly with end users to make better, higher price sales with offices at 2000 South 4th Street in Oneida and Brown Commodities in Gettysburg.
Virtually anything in your house or building that can run on electricity can run on propane. However, a propane-fueled home is less costly to operate than an electric home. Studies have shown that propane is cheaper, warmer, cleaner, safer, and more dependable than electric. Contact Stewart & Daughters in Oneida at 258-2647 today to learn more about the benefits of propane. Stewart & Daughters, a proud sponsor of high school sports and the Sully Buttes Chargers.
Well, Chester put it in play. Sully Buttes was able to work the return back, and as they did that, their defense their back row kind of moved forward, and that gave opportunity for Haley Reef to shoot a winner down the back line and score the kill. And now Sully Buttes trying to work their way back, and here is Angela Guthmiller at the net for a kill. That is her 8th of the night. Side out back to Sully Buttes. 20-18 is our score, as the Chargers trail by 2, and this is Brooklyn Bradford who will serve. She'll overhand the other way. It is Rafe with the dig. Chester will move it forward. The attack from Larson is dug out. Here is Bradford to Guthmiller. She will dump it across. Rafe will dig, set for Larson across, dug out by Whitler. Bradford will keep it alive. Whitler will free ball it to the back row. Here is the dig from Jaden Wages as Chester will work at the net. Larson the other way again. Whitler will dig it out. Guthmiller with a two-hand shove block. Sully Buttes trying to get a play on it, and it winds up going out of bounds after the hitting error for Sully Buttes. And the points at such a premium here, as the Flyers need just 4 now to come away with the match victory. It's a 21-18 score. Hannah Rafe will put it in play. Whitler with the dig. Bradford will move it forward. Guthmiller at the net. Shove across as Rafe will dig it out. Here is Larson once again. Bradford will dig. Osterkamp will move it forward, but it winds up on the Chester side. Here is Larson dumping it the other way, and McKenna Larson will get a thank you very much kill, and that is her 14th of the night. 22-18. Chester has the lead. Winner, Sioux Falls Christian and Parker, along with Miller, have worked their way into the State A volleyball tournament. As a service error by Chester area as it goes out of bounds. That will be their 4th service error of the night. Northwestern, Warner, and Burke have qualified in the Class B volleyball tournament, and Chester is just 3 points away. Larson with the return across. Now Sully Buttes in the net. Two-hand shove the other way. Kendra Clevin with the right idea, and she will score the kill over the top of the defense, and that's her first. And gives Sully Buttes a lot of credit for what they're doing here in set number 3. They have not given up. They let that 5-point lead get away, but they have battled back and now trail by just 2. As the Chester area will work the return the other way. Bradford will dig, but nobody there to move it forward, and the side out back to Chester. And they need just 2 more points to come away with the match victory. Kenna Brown back in the serve. As Brown will work the serve the other way. Dig made by Guthmiller. Moving it forward, Sully Buttes. The attack the other way. The Flyers will keep it alive. Back to Sully Buttes they go. The Chargers over the top of the defense, but Chester is there with the dig. At the net, the attack from Jenna Lee Hoyer is across and down, and now we are at match point, 24-20. And again, Kenna Brown will put it in play. A Whitler dig at the net. It is Kendra Clevin the other way. She hits it long and out of bounds, and that gives Chester the victory as they defeat Sully Buttes by a 25-20 score. And the Chester Flyers will find their way into the state volleyball tournament. They will be the number 3 seed of the State B. Scoreboard from Wagner Auto Company of Pierre. They are the one place to go. And our post game comes up after this break on KGFX.
I'll keep digging for scores, too.
It's a 3 full meal
Thank
a
you.
day restaurant. That's the Medicine Creek Convenience and Bar Grill Outback in Blunt.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
There's Thursday Night Lights, all of the weekend highlights too, but nothing beats Monday nights. With Monday Night Football on Venture High Def TV, you'll catch all the action this Monday, November 12th. Tune into ESPN Channel 21 as the New York Giants head to San Francisco and take on the 49ers at 7 o'clock. Venture Communications, your home for ESPN and Monday Night Football. Call Venture Communications today for High Def TV service and more. 852-2224.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in South Dakota are safer than ever before. And that's something I really love.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Good luck, Chargers, from Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida, your local independently owned and operated grain elevator. At home or in the field, find all the market information you need online at oahegraincorp.com. You can even get bid information by text. Oahe Grain, bringing the world's markets to local farmers with updates every day. For all your grain marketing needs, call Tim or Allen at Oahe Grain in Oneida today, 1-800-658-3654.
At Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, they know farmers don't all have the same game plan. That's why they give farmers options, from what brand of seed they want to use to what features they want on their grain trailer. Barber Chemicals also provides custom spraying for ag chemicals and fertilizers, finding the best solution for your fields. Team up with the best. Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemicals in Oneida, a proud sponsor of Sully Butte Sports. Call 258-2708 or come see them under the big water tower south of Oneida.
The Corner in Oneida is a proud supporter of Sully Butte's athletics and youth activities. Stop by the Corner on your way out to support the Chargers for all of your C-store needs. Fuel, hot stuffed pizza, roaster chicken, and daily lunch specials. Plus snacks, beverages, and everybody's favorite, warm cookies. The crew at the Corner is proud of the hard work and determination our kids show in all of their school activities and wish them good luck in today's performance. From the Corner in Oneida.
Back here in Huron is the award ceremony for the Chester area Flyers, or they are awarded their SoDak 16 medals, and the Flyers will move to the State B volleyball tournament. They will wind up being the number 3 overall seed in the State B. The top 2 seeds, Northwestern and Warner, have already qualified for the state volleyball tournament. Northwestern with a 3-game sweep over Harding County. Warner with a 3-game sweep over Freeman as well. Burke defeated Phillip 3-1 earlier, so Burke and Chester are round out the first half of the state volleyball tournament as the number 10 seed in Burke knocks off 7th seed Phillip. We look at things on the Class A side. Parker, Sioux Falls Christian, Winter, and Miller, all with straight set victories as Miller defeated Chamberlain 3-0. The Rustlers will move on to the State A volleyball tournament as well. And before we wrap up here, we hope to get some more updated scores. We know Kimball was out in front of Kadoka. They won the first game by a 25 to 17 score, or 25-19, pardon me, as they earn a spot in the state volleyball tournament. But let's talk about this matchup between Chester and Stars come in, and Chester area just did a very good job being aggressive at the net. They outkilled Sully Buttes 14-5 in that opening set, and the Flyers won set number 1 by a 25-15 score after Sully Buttes led early. But in set number 2, it was all Chester as they got a nice lead early, got a double-digit lead early in set number 1, and saw Sully Buttes battle back at a couple different occasions, but Chester was in control. They opened up the kill advantage. It was a 28-12 kill advantage for Chester through that second set as the Flyers won game number 2, 25-14. Sully Buttes had a 5-point advantage in set number 3, but could not hold on to it. They were out in front by a 16-11 score. The Flyers used their second time out of the set to regroup things, and then they were able to take care of things at the net, and they were able to extend that kill advantage. It wound up being a 40-22 kill advantage for Chester as they went on to win this match in 3. They got the lead back and did not look back from there. They led 17-16 and then went on to win by a score of 25-20. Look at other things statistically in the block department. Chester area with 8 blocks this evening. There's a lot of plays and a lot of matchups, and this is something that is kind of a learning tool for Sully Buttes as they look to volleyball for next season. When you start getting to this postseason level and you start getting to this state tournament level, and Sully Buttes has been there over the years, but these there's a lot of young players playing for Sully Buttes right now, and what they need to realize is these digs get made and the blocks get made at the net when you get to this level, and Chester with a lot of size was able to take care of a lot of the attacks that Sully Buttes normally would have scored points with throughout the season, and that was one of the big reasons in my mind why the Flyers were able to advance here. Not only did they have that kill advantage, but as we mentioned, a lot of attacks from Sully Buttes that were dug out by Chester and then moved back, and we saw a lot of long rallies, a lot of long volleys back and forth, especially in set number 1 and set number 3, and that maybe wore Sully Buttes down just a little bit. But Chester coming in, as we mentioned, the number 3 overall seed in the State B tournament field. We knew they were going to be a tough out for Sully Buttes, and the Chargers, they came up short in this match as they lose 3-0 to Sully Buttes. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with more as our postgame continues on KGFX.
With convenient mobile text banking from Sunrise Bank, it's easier than ever to manage your money right where you are. Using just your message feature on your mobile phone, you can quickly check your account balances and review your transaction history. See how easy it is to keep up with your finances on the go. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes Athletics and Activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's competition. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Need help in your grain risk management? How about getting better prices than the local grain prices? Look no farther than Fearless Grain Marketing. Contact Jeremy Frost today at 605-295-3100. Fearless Grain Marketing, helping producers make sales that make sense while buying fear and selling greed. Fearless Grain Marketing, helping farmers connect directly with end users to make better, higher price sales with offices at 2000 South 4th Street in Oneida and Brown Commodities in Gettysburg.
Virtually anything in your house or building that can run on electricity can run on propane. However, a propane-fueled home is less costly to operate than an electric home. Studies have shown that propane is cheaper, warmer, cleaner, safer, and more dependable than electric. Contact Stewart & Daughters in Oneida at 258-2647 today to learn more about the benefits of propane. Stewart & Daughters, a proud sponsor of high school sports and the Sully Buttes Chargers.
Congratulations to the Sully Buttes Chargers, and good luck in tonight's game from the Medicine Creek Convenience and Bar Grill out back in Blunt. For fast on-the-go meals, the Medicine Creek has fresh breakfast croissants, burritos, and pizza, homemade deli-style sandwiches, burgers, homemade soups, fresh fruit, and even soft-serve ice cream. If you have time to relax a little, try the Bar Grill Outback. It's a 3 full-meal-a-day restaurant. That's the Medicine Creek Convenience and Bar Grill Outback in Blunt.
The staffs at Wilbur Ellis and Highmore, Blunt, and Miller wish the best of luck to the area high school sports athletes, and they're proud to bring you this game. Learning teamwork and dedication now provides great lessons for life and their wish to successful season. Just like the success the team at Wilbur Ellis strives to help their customers achieve in their farming operations. Put them to work for you. Call Blunt at 962-6161, Miller 853-2382, and Highmore at 852-2220. Wilbur Ellis, ideas to grow with.
There's Thursday Night Lights, all of the weekend highlights too, but nothing beats Monday nights. With Monday Night Football on Venture High Def TV, you'll catch all the action this Monday, November 12th. Tune into ESPN Channel 21 as the New York Giants head to San Francisco and take on the 49ers at 7 o'clock. Venture Communications, your home for ESPN and Monday Night Football. Call Venture Communications today for High Def TV service and more. 852-2224.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field.
If I can play South Dakota one more time before.
Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here at James Valley Christian School as our postgame continues here on KGFX. The Chester area Flyers in the season for the Sully Butte Chargers, 3-0 by scores of 25-15, 25-14, and 25-20. Sully Butte finishes their season 20-9 overall as they will end their season here in the SoDak 16. Chester area picks up victory number 25. They are 25-5 on the year. The Flyers will be the number 3 seed in the State B tournament. Top seed Northwestern, they took on 16 seed Harding County in Mobridge tonight, and it was all Northwestern. As expected, they defeat Harding County 3-0. Warner, the number 2 overall seed, they defeated Freeman 3-0, so they make the state volleyball tournament. Chester, the number 3 seed, they're there with a 3-0 win over Sully Butte. Burke will make it to the state volleyball tournament as they defeat Phillip. Burke with the number 10 seed in the SoDak 16 coming forward, but they knocked off Phillip at 3-1, so they will move on. And also Faulkton punches their ticket to the state volleyball tournament. The Lady Trojans in Miller tonight had a 3-0 victory over Dubrook. The Lady Trojans are in the State B volleyball tournament. Kimball, White Lake, and Kadoka underway right now on KPLO 94.5 FM. Brian Oakland with the call from the Parkview Gym in Fort Pierre. We're also streaming that live on our YouTube channel if you'd like to check the remainder of that match out. Kimball, White Lake had won set number 1 by a 25-19 score. On the Class A side of the state tournament bracket, Miller with a 3-0 win over Chamberlain. They qualify. They will be the number 1 overall seed of the State A tournament. 6-seeded Elk Point Jefferson makes the state volleyball tournament with a 3-0 victory over Del Rapids. Sioux Falls Christian, Parker, and Winner qualify for the state volleyball tournament. Sioux Falls Christian, 3-0. They defeat Hamlin. Winner, 3-0 defeats Pine Ridge. So the Lady Warriors are in the state volleyball tournament. Parker with a 3-0 win over Madison. Other matches going on the Class A side of the round of 16, Aberdeen, Roncalli, and Groton. That was a 7 o'clock first serve. And St. Thomas More and Rapid City Christian underway as well. That game got underway at 7 o'clock as well. So hopefully in the next hour or so, we'll have the state volleyball tournament field, and we'll cover area teams here on stations of the Dakota Radio Group. We'll have coverage of Miller for sure on KPLO from the state volleyball tournament in Sioux Falls next weekend. Time for one more break. We'll take a short break this time. We're back in a minute. We'll hear from our friends at Bauman Lumber, and we'll have our KGFX Bauman Lumber Player of the Game. We'll make that announcement. We'll wrap up our coverage here from Huron as our coverage continues on KGFX.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that with the proper equipment, education, conditioning, and coaching, high school sports here in South Dakota are safer than ever before. And that's something I really love.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials at affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Well, back here in Huron as Chester area celebrates their 3-0 victory over Sully Buttes. And Chester area will move to the state volleyball tournament. It's time for our player of the game announcement brought to you by Bauman Lumber of Fort Pierre. And you look at things on the Chester area side, they have just 4 seniors on their varsity roster, but those seniors played well. And you look at things like Hoyer with 9 kills, 10 for Jaden Wages. McKenna Larson led the way, the 5-5 kills tonight for Chester, as the Flyers had 40 kills in their 3-set win over Sully Buttes tonight. But in my mind, you take care of the home team, and we're going to go with Angela Guthmiller as our player of the game. Angela really picked up her game in games number 2 and number 3. She finished with 8 kills on the night. And with that, the 5'9" junior Angela Guthmiller is our KGFX Bauman Lumber player of game. Don't forget, we have football action for you this Friday at 10 a.m. The Sully Buttes Chargers will take on the Cologne Cowboys for the 9B championship. Brian Oakland will have the call of that game, with the pregame coming your way around 9:40 on Friday. Thursday afternoon, Kimball White Lake will take on Bonham for the 9AA championship. I'll have the call of that game on KGFX with a 12:40 pregame from the Dakota Dome in Vermilion. And also some final scores for you. Kadoka area winning 25-21 in set number 2. They're Kimball White Lake with a 2-0 lead over Kadoka in that match going on in Fort Pierre. And on the Class B side, McCook Central Montrose qualifies for the state volleyball tournament. They knock off Dakota Valley 3-0. So the games remaining, Groton and Aberdeen Roncalli, St. Thomas More, and Rapid City Christian, those 2 matches will complete the state volleyball tournament field. We know Falkton, Northwestern, Warner, Chester, and Burke are in the State B volleyball tournament, as we'll have coverage on stations of the Dakota Radio Group next week. And on your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, don't veer for deer, slow down and stay alert. We would like to thank those of you who have joined us worldwide at drgnews.com or on our YouTube channel. Send me your comments and questions. My email address is darrenboyle@dakotaradiogroup.com. And our coverage of the SoDak 16 on KGFX has been brought to you through special arrangement with the South Dakota High School Activities Association. And helping us with our coverage tonight, our friends at Venture Communications, Wilbur Ellis, Medicine Creek, by Stewart & Daughters, Fearless Grain Marketing, Sunrise Bank Dakota, The Corner, Barber Chemical and Barber Farm Service, and Hawaii Grain, and coverage of high school sports on KGFX. As always, brought to you by our friends at Wagner Auto Company. They are the one place to go. Bauman Lumber, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, CHS Midwest South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the Boyd Conzamius Agency, American Family Insurance. They bring us coverage of regional high school sports. Jeff Duncan has been our technical director at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, and I'm Darren Boyle. From here on, it is Chester defeating Sully Buttes 3-0. And we bid you all a very, very pleasant evening.
That one Thursday here on KPLO. Good luck, Wildcats. Meanwhile, another hit too long or wide for Kimball White Lake here. And Kadoka area back in front.